We have gathered here to say goodbye, our final goodbye to my mother. Friends and family are coming. Hello, Aduji. Thank you for coming. Streaming it live for my family in India. This is a celebration of her life.
अपनी चाबी देना।
you everyone for coming. On a Good Friday, we have gathered here to say final goodbye to our mother, Mrs. Pushpa Sehgal. I will just take a few minutes of your time to remember her. She will always continue to live in my memory, but this morning I jotted on a few thoughts. And after that, I will invite my brother Umesh and a person who gave her a second lease on life, Dr. Gary Silver, who has joined us here. I'll say a few words about him, and Ashok Bhaiya, and anyone else from audience who wants to say a few words about her. So my mother, she was 74 years old. She lived her life fully. She had her ups and downs like we all do, but she pretty much followed her heart. And I think in many cases, most cases, she did what she wanted to do. But at the same time, deep in her heart, she was insecure, and I will tell you an incident why I think that happened. So she had a duality of like in the street, and they had a shoot outside orders. So this Gorkha police came and they found her alone. So obviously they were not going to shoot a child, but they asked where she lived, and she was very confused. And it took a while for them to find her home. And she told me that this really scared her a lot as a 3-year-old child. Right? The streets are barren, and the police is trying to take you back to your parents. And she also became very afraid of police. To this day, if she see a policeman, she would think he will take her away or something. So she was very scared of that. In her family, she was the eldest of 9 children. Unfortunately, her birth mother had passed away when she was quite young. I think she was 9 years old. And and later on, my father remarried, and she had a total of 9 siblings, actually 8 younger brothers and sisters. And in this environment, she learned how to survive, right, and how to find and get her way in the life. And when I was growing up, she was 20 years old when I was born in '63. I spent more time with her than with my father, because my dad was in the Indian Navy, so he would be away at times for weeks or longer. And then later on, he was in the foreign service, which made him come home at some odd times. So I got a lot of who I am, my personality from my mother. And growing up, I think I don't remember her as being a healthy person. She always was, this or that ailment. And I often found my parents discussing who will go first. But she survived my father for 19 years. My father passed away at the age of 58 in 1998. And she came to visit us. My son was born. And at that time, she had her first heart attack at the age of 54. And we have Dr. Gary Silver with us here. He's a prominent heart surgeon in the area. He operated on her in 1998. And it gave her a new lease on life. She lived 19 years. So I'm very thankful to Dr. Silver and his wife, Mariel Silver, for that. So my mom fully enjoyed her life after that. Right? She went to India. Most of the time she spent in India. Out of these 19 years, I think probably 18 years spent in India. And she ate what she wanted and also took her medicines. And that's what kept her going. And the last 5 years, when my brother immigrated to US, she lived alone on a floor of a large family house in India. So she was a fairly independent woman. But as she was getting older, it was becoming harder for her. So we insisted that she come and spend time with us. And almost forced us to get a green card. So she immigrated to US last year in September. She spent a few months with Umesh. In January, she came to visit me. But she really wanted to go back. I was supposed to take her back last weekend. That is the weekend she passed away. But I chickened out, and I convinced her to stay here 3 extra months till June because there is a family wedding in Canada, and I told her summers are very hot in India. So I promised her, and I was fully intending to take her back sometime in July or August. But her heart was still in India. Every time she would sit with me and talk, we would drive somewhere to pick up my kids. She was talking about her going back plans, how she will settle back. Comfortable in that environment, language, her own home there. Her end came very swiftly last Friday, a week ago. So after dinner, she was preparing to go to sleep at about 10 o'clock. And as she lay down, she complained that, probably she didn't digest her food and she was not able to get a burp if I could help her. So I came down to her room, sat her up, and within seconds, she collapsed in my arms. Her eyes rolled over, and it took me a few seconds to understand what happened. We called 911. The operator helped me try to revive her. Paramedics came very, very quickly. In less than 5 minutes, they were at her home. They managed to get her pulse going again, but it stopped on the way to Kaiser Hospital. There we had a team of wonderful doctors and medical professionals. They tried for 1 hour to revive her, but I think her heart just gave way. It could not beat on its own. But even just before the final moment, she was very clear in her mind. The way she was talking, her brain was as sharp as ever. And in my mind, she's gone, but she's still around. And she'll continue to live always. And I'm very thankful for you to make time to come here on Good Friday to bid her farewell for the next journey home. So thank you. Okay, so now I invite Manish to say a few words.
मेरी माँ, very hard to be here. I don't know what to say. All I remember is she's been with me for long, since I was born.
That's okay. Take a seat. Please go and sit there. That's okay, Manish. Take care of yourself. Dr. Silva, can I request you to come for a few minutes, please? So here is a good man. He gave her 19 more years to live. And she had all grandkids. And we are like, thank you very much, Dr. Silva.
I first met Mrs. Sehgal on the evening of July 29th, 1998. I remember it vividly. She was admitted to the hospital, and I was called to see her because she needed an operation to fix her heart. I spoke with her, and her son was in the room. He was there. I explained everything that had to be done, and he, being an engineer, had a lot of questions, which I answered. The following morning, I explained everything again, and he, being an engineer, had a lot of questions that I had to answer. In the late afternoon of the 30th, I explained everything again as to what needed to be done, no question about it. And he, being an engineer, had a bunch of questions that needed being answered. At this time, I said to Naresh, two things are going to happen. Either your mom is going to pass away before we get to operate on her, or if the permit is not signed by tomorrow morning, you find another doctor, because I'm off the case. So the following morning, we took her to the operating room, and we were able to operate on her. She was a very tough lady. She was ready to go on the first night, but I had to answer all these questions. She recovered very well, and it was my pleasure to be able to, and honor, to participate in allowing her to spend the following years watching her grandchildren grow up, Hitesh, Gauri, Garina, and it was also our honor, my wife Mary Ellen and my honor, to get to know Narish and Sunita and their family, watch their children grow up, and they also were like a part of our family, watching our children grow up. So I want to thank her for waiting to come to the United States and San Jose so that I could operate on her heart and that I could meet their family.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sehgal. Thank you. So, in this lifetime, I can never repay back what Dr. Sehgal did for us and our family. And I think I want to at this point invite
to pay homage to another mom in this world. As far as I know, mom is universal word. It cannot be replaced with any other word. Other names in the world, anywhere in the country, any countries, moms, your mom, I think is universal. Mom is so great. Even if God has came on this earth, mom was the media. Without mom, even God could not come on the earth. The mom's entity is so deep. If we try to search into it, we cannot reach the depths of the mother's nature. That's why God, some person of higher form said, God made the mother because he cannot be everywhere. So such a greatness of mother's quality, mother's characteristics. Any relations in this life, can be less or more, can thin away, can leave us, have more or less. But mother has never come less. Mother relation, always the mothers, you cannot compare to this. I know this mom of Naresh, Ramesh, and other members of family. From 2001 or 2000, in Delhi, at the engagement of my son. I reflect back, my old memories. She was so gentle, sweet, soft-spoken, very humble. Not only all the moms, actually, if you look at all the moms, excuse me if I get sentimental. All the moms are very humble. Our give and take relations may make it a little bitter or upset up and down, but its normal form is mom will stay humble, compassionate. So nothing can be compared to the mom, in doctors, engineers, president of USA or any other country comes from mom. So mom's importance, if I keep saying again and again, I cannot describe. I cannot describe at all. I had my mom say with me, so moms cannot be explained how beautiful mom is. Anyway, we are gathered. I pay my earliest homage to this mom and all the moms sitting in this hall. If I say a little bit more about mom, practically all the ladies, all the girls, be born, unborn, young or old, they are moms. They will become a mom. So we should respect the moms in the form of even teenagers, girls, or babies. So they will be mom one day. So mom is so great. Okay, now we talk about this death. We all get defeated from the death, sooner or later. Nobody has conquered death. We all tried to conquer it, we never could not conquer it. Lots of great people, they have tried in their life to conquer it. It has been, and it has been, a big question in everybody's mind. Oh, death will come to me one day. What's the solution of this? When there is a problem, there is always a solution. We look for a solution. So, how to find a solution of this? Every death teaches us, when it comes and goes, they teach us something, the question mark in our mind. What was death? Where did it come from? Who took our dear one? Where is it going? So we all do not know. But somewhere in our mind, we all have a question that, what is death? How we can control it? How we can conquer that? Some saint, said, Surnar Muni, सब खोजते, सब अमृत खोजते, अमृत गुर से पाए. We heard from the saints that we can conquer death only one way. Drink Amrit. Amrit is holy water in Christianity. Drink holy water. We will live forever. But what is holy water? Where it is? If saints have said that this is holy water, this is a Amrit, that we can, if you drink, you will live forever. But where is it? That is a big question mark in our minds. And it is our duty and first and foremost function of life that we should find that Amrit. Where is Amrit? How we can find it? Yes, we can find it, but practice. If we follow masters, follow teacher, Christ was teacher in his life, and teacher has been always in the life. If you follow them, you will find Amrit. So let's keep going on the solution. So that means if we follow those masters, we should spend our time, most of it, in the remembrance of God. There is no any other solution. We may find Amrit by remembering Him or following the teachings of the saints. As Saint says, जिस दम चित न आए वे दम बैठा जाए. Dam means the breath. The moment we forget the God, that time is wasted. When we become engineers, doctors, presidents, or any other highest post in this world, our ultimate end result is death. So that's a big question in our front of us. So we should remember, no matter what we do in our life, in materialistic life, we should remember him. If doctors try to save anybody's life, then he's a mediator. God is functioning through him. So all our life is activated or in function with his grace. So we should remember God with every breath. This is the possibility. We find holy water, we find Amrit. So we shouldn't waste our time. We should remember God with every breath. And another place, that some saints said, Harte Vilpona Sahaya. Without God, there's nobody is there to help us. All the relations, brothers, sisters, sons, daughters, mothers, they are helping each other, but they are dispersing the karmic relations. They are not helping us. This is the help. If we are helping really somebody, we should be helping the departing soul. But we cannot do it. He helped us. So only God is helping if we have only access to God for this in this kind of situation. So I won't take much time. I will say again, just pay homage to the departing mother. And I thank everyone to come here in this time of grief and sorrow. Thank you very much.
So last but not the least person, my daughter Corey, her granddaughter, wants to say a few words, and then Pandit is here, we will proceed with the Hindu ceremony. Thank you.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming. So today, right now for the next few minutes, I'm just going to talk about what she meant to me and what experiences we had together, what impact she had on my life. So you guys knew her as Pushpa Sehgal, but I knew her as my grandmother. Someone who was a symbol of hope, strength, and love. I can talk to her about anything I wanted to, and even though I didn't see her, maybe I saw her once every year, I felt like I was connected to her. We shared little moments together that really meant a lot to me. For instance, I remember once I just walked up the stair with her, and the whole day she remembered that I helped her walk up the stairs. And for me, it was such a small moment. It was, oh, no lady, I just helped her up. But for her, she felt like it was an impact. And in that moment, I felt like I had a place in my father's family, even though I didn't see them very much. I felt connected in that way. Despite being 8,000 miles away, that one little moment changed it for me. Another thing is that I remember when I used to go there, they had so many wonderful fruits in India. She'd always cut some up for me and we just eat it together. The TV could be running on, but it was just those little moments that really left an impact on me. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. So, Panditji? So Shesha is my good friend from India. He is a fellow Indian
So good morning and thank you for everybody to join Naresh and his family and his brother in this moment of parting his mother to the next journey. So I've not met her before this day, but I wanted to tell a few things to her because I do believe that from an Hindu philosophy, we still believe that the soul is around with us for the next 12 days. Since the death on the 12th day where we actually make through the rituals, make the path to go to the next part of the journey, which is the end. So, my, assessment of Naresh over since 1991, since I know him at Intel. Yes, he's an extremely curious engineer. He always has lots of questions, but more so, he is such a wonderful friend and such a caring friend to many of us at Intel, as well as a great caring husband and father. He has talked about his family quite often with us, with friends, and about his mother and father and brother and all. So she has raised a wonderful person, and we all children are of our parents, are incarnation of them, from the genetics angle as well as from the spiritual angle. And Naresh has brought, instilled those qualities of what his mother has brought in him to his children, and we heard just from one of his daughters speaking about the small moments. It reminds me of my own daughter about having the very few moments of their time, given that we are here and our parents are back in India, when they come, and that small moment is what they really remember. So I wanted to just let her know that she has raised a great son, a very caring son, and a wonderful person. Obviously, I don't know about his brother, but I'm sure it's exactly the same person. Thank you, Naresh, for being such a great son. And
So while Pandit is getting ready for puja, I think my other kids also want to say a few words. So Garima, you want to say a few words to that? So Garima and Gauri are twin daughters.
When my daddy first came to America, when she first came to America, I didn't really think I would talk to her much, but then I got to know her, and every day after school she would sit by the door waiting for us to come in. And at first I was so curious as to why she did that, and I realized that she just wanted to spend more time with us. And she would come and pick me up whenever I had practice at Bellarmine for dance, or whenever I went out. My dad and her were like carpool buddies, and she'd just sit in the car with a smiling face waiting for me to come in. And then after we would reach our house, we would come out and I would help her up. And every day I helped her out of the car to the house, she would thank me so much. And I thought it was such a small thing, but it meant so much to her. And I just saw that all these small moments of kindness that were reciprocated between the both of us, it added up to so much. And it truly hit me that she was gone until now. I love her so much.
She'll continue to do it. So my mother had some difficulty walking, and Garima will always help her out of the car by holding hands. And Garima is that in the evening when I go to pick her up, Sahaja traffic can be pretty bad, so I will take my mom with me. And this way we got a chance to also spend a few minutes together chatting. Now my son Hitesh wants to say a few words for his grandma. Thank you, Hitesh. Thank you very much.
From my 19 years of living, one of the most important things that I've learned is that we all have one thing in common as humans. We all come into this earth in the same manner, and we all depart this earth. No matter who we are, we all have one thing in common. But what sets us apart is how we spend our time in between those two very important moments. And my daddy lived a full life spreading the love and joy with their grandchildren. We normally tend to see all of the negative sides that are associated with something, That's essentially very sad, but what I say is why not celebrate the amazing things that she's done in her life and remember all of those moments that she's given to all of us rather than dwell on what we have just lost. Thank you.
Thank you, Hitesh. I think after you want to. So, Phil has been my classmate at Syracuse. He did his PhD there and worked with me at India. He was very good support.
Something needed to be said today. Naresh and I came to United States the same year to the same university, to the same program. And we essentially had the same degrees. And we worked for the same, we started our career at the same company also. Something that needs to be told, since Naresh mentioned her mother was born in 1947 and she was 3-year-old, and how she got herself in trouble. I still have only few friends in the United States. Only few friends. Naresh is one of those, and I consider him one of my best friends. A couple of years ago, I was visiting my own country, and a few group of people, they were campus, they were asking me, do you know anyone from India? Because India is a big part of, it's a large country, our best friends. My answer was not right for varieties of reasons. Why my answer was not right then, I will not explain here. But the only thing I will explain is that almost all of my friends in the United States are from India, almost all of them, except I will say one, and I'm not even going to mention the nationality of the other one. That tells me something, that why all my best friends, almost all of them are from India. And it happened through Naresh actually. We befriended ourselves, and the people we could befriend was actually most of them from India. So I wanted to see a mother through her son. All the good words that I can use today to describe a person, and definitely she had only 2 sons, and I'm describing the one that I know. Only thing I can talk about are everything that is good, and nothing that can be talked negatively does not come to my mind, and I'm very honest about it. And because all my friends were from India, and none of them from the country that I was originated, that was one of the reasons that I could not answer that question properly. Naresh became, although we have the same age and same program, but somehow he had that higher, as a friend, he was not just a friend, he was more than a friend. He guided us through a lot of difficult times. We talked about a lot of difficult problems in our lives. He showed the guidance. And thank you, Naresh. And by thanking you, I'm thanking your mother for being a great mother, for raising such a great child and children. Thank you so much.
Okay. If there is anyone else, otherwise I will request Panditji. Devendra is our neighbor. I literally grew up with him. He lives one house away.
As Naresh said, we grew up in India about 2 houses apart, and I've known Auntie, as we always call her, almost as long as Naresh. And I have very fond memories. In India, neighborhoods are almost like extended families. And I have very fond memories of going to her house and she insisting that I eat with them. I can still, as I was looking at her, as I was listening to this, the smell of her dal and chapatis literally came rushing back. She was very kind, very compassionate, very welcoming, and she'll not only in her children, but she'll also always live in our minds. Her memories will always live. So I want to give my deepest homage, my respects and recollect my fond memories of her as we grew together for many, many years in India.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Okay, one last question, I think. Jay is our very good family friend, and my mother visited his home maybe a week before she passed away. So,
I met Auntie Ji a few times, and particularly the last meeting, something stuck with me, so I just wanted to say that Naresh and I have been family friends. Our kids pretty much grew up together, and more importantly, our wives are best friends. Pretty much they call each other every day, and sometimes even twice. Of course, I wonder what they talk about. But in the last trip that Auntie Ji was here, I was hearing, how well she was beginning to do, because both Naresh and Sunita used to take really good care of her. She was enjoying more walks and all of that. And I think it was 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, we invited her because, we live far away from our parents. And when our friends' parents come, we see our own parents in them, so we revere and respect a whole lot them. So Nikki had cooked up, lot of food, and little did we know that was going to be her last trip, home. And after the lunch, we were just sitting and talking. It was a very pleasant discussion. All that. I think Sunita and Nikki went out for a walk, and my son, whoever comes to her home, he likes to show off his guitar skills. So he got a free audience, and he told Naresh, you want to hear how I play? So he got up to go in the living room, and Auntie Ji was sitting there. So I said, Ashish, why don't you get the guitar here? But Auntie Ji also insisted to go there. So she was listening and playing, and Ashish probably played a couple of songs. And surprisingly, she mentioned that his fingers must be, getting hurt. But Ashish kept playing. Then again, she followed it up very seriously. This time that, बच्चे का हाथ दर्द कर रहा होगा. And then I told Ashish, see, she's asking you. And then Ashish explained that, I use this pick, but nevertheless the other finger it does. So it was really amazing to see how caring she was. And I'm sure her own grandparents here can relate to a lot more such events. So it was really great to get blessings from her, and may her Auntie Ji's soul rest in peace. Thank you.
thank you, Jay. So thank you everyone again for coming. Auntie Ji.
ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः श्रृणुयामदेव भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्त्रैरङ्गैस्तुष्ट्वाक्वं शस्तनूर्यसीमहि देवहितं यदायुः
Yet Ayuh, life, has given by God. It is a great gift for a human being. All we are here to pay last respect to late Pushpa. I'm sure that it's very hard time for the Sehgal family because Naresh and Nilesh have lost their mother. All we are having great loan in our life, which is non-returnable, not at any cost. That is the paternal loan. Mata Pita ka rin kabhi wapas nahi kiya ja sakta hai. That's why our scriptures are mentioning that Matra Dev ho or Pita Dev ho. Mata Pita hamare sakshat Devi Devta hai aur Devta hote hain. But this is a universal truth. We have to accept it. Nobody can challenge to the decision of the God. संभव नहीं है. पुनरपि जननम पुनरपि मरणम पुनरपि जननी जठरे सैनम. according to the शास्त्र शंकराचार्य जी ने इसमें बार-बार हमें जन्म लेना पड़ता है, बार-बार मृत्यु का सामना करना पड़ता है. बट भगवान ने कहा है कि मनुष्य की शरीर, the purpose of having human body is not only just to enjoy our life and save our life. It is for the getting the eternity, मोक्ष प्राप्त करने के लिए. This is also truth that being human, all we are doing is some mistake. कहीं न कहीं कोई न कोई कितने भी great संत क्यों ना हो, all we are doing some mistake. Everybody look at when we are boiling the milk, one drop of the lemon juice comes in the milk, it's going to become a cheese or paneer. It's never going to come back again in milk. Same way, after completion of 8.4 million birth, जिसे 84 लाख योनि कहते हैं, then we are getting chance to have human body. इस लाइफ में अगर हम लोग ईश्वर के द्वारा बताए हुए रास्ते पर चलते हुए, by following the path of the God, and which is mentioned in our scriptures, Gita, Veda, and Puran, then definitely हम लोग we are going to enjoy our beautiful life. At the same time, we are going to get eternity, मोक्ष मिलता है. But बड़ा कठिन होता है. According to Gita, it's written over there, अंतकाले जो मामेव अश्वरं मुक्त्वा कलिवरं यः प्रयाति त्यजन्ति याति नास्ति संशयः. At the last breathing time, if the persons are able to take the name of the God, then God is going to send the representative of God to take the soul to go to heaven. But unfortunately, as a whole नहीं पाता है. भगवान के नाम की जगह पर हम सब एक संसार में अपने सगे संबंधी मित्र बच्चे सर्विस बिजनेसेस के बारे में सोचते रहते हैं. There is one example. Before the birth, when the baby is passing the 9-month journey, उस समय पर बेबी चीखता है, चिल्लाता है, रोता है, बिलखता है, बार-बार प्रार्थना करता है कि हे ईश्वर, इस नरक यातना से मुझे मुक्ति दो. It is hell. Parents are very much happy to welcome the baby, but the baby is suffering a lot. Hell, नरक है. क्यों? हमारे आँख, कान, नाक, मुंह, everything just like a मलमूत्र के स्थान पर पड़ा होता है. We don't have the options to come out from that place. भगवान जी से बार-बार प्रार्थना करता है कि संसार से मुझे मुक्ति दो. जीवन में सत्कर्म करूंगा, धर्म कर्म करूंगा, पुण्य कर्म करूंगा. Because of that, आप में मोक्ष देंगे, you are going to divide me to मोक्ष. But भगवान जी कहते हैं, lot of chances are already given you, but जब संसार में आते हो सब कुछ भूल जाते हो. लेकिन at the same time फिर भगवान कहते हैं, मम पर शरणागत भयहारी, those who are coming to me, I am never going to neglect them, disappoint them. And भगवान की कृपा से हम संसार में आते हैं. सबको मालूम है बेबी आते ही सबसे पहले रोता है, चीखता है. Baby started to cry after the birth. The reason, he's thinking that, oh God, this universe is worse than when we passed the journey. Then everybody has seen that suddenly baby started to cry, suddenly started to laugh. God is just reminding, if you are going to follow your promise to do the good karmas, definitely the door of heaven is ready to welcome to you. Then to see the door of the heaven, baby started to laugh. And if not, then look at your back. To see the back situation, baby started to cry. But time is going to be past, and then we are busy. Baby is busy, father playing and studying, making career and everything, family life, service, business, and at the same time, when time comes, last time, we are not able to take the name of God. There is one example, the Lord Goldsmith. He passed his very beautiful life, and at the last time, all of family members was around the person, and they can call only expert doctor, nothing else. After coming, doctor is just checking the nerves and then pulses, and then doctor is asking, oh God, 105 means 105. To hear the 105 from the doctor, the person, Goldsmith, is just looking to their children, hey, why you are standing here? Jao, base to go and sell it. The cost is now 105 and I bought it in 80. तो इस तरह से जो है हम सब लोग ना, we are not able to take the name of God. Just our mind is busy with the sansar, illusion and maya. But God is giving an option. If the last ritual is going to be done in a very proper way by chanting the mantras, then again God is going to send the representative to take the soul to go to heaven. By having that faith, as per Hindu tradition, all we are performing this last rite. At the same time, this is the truth. There was one pond. In that pond there was a lotus flower, and one elephant was passing from that pond to see the lotus flower. He thought, okay, let's drink some water. After drinking the water, he saw the lotus flower. And on that lotus flower, there was a tumblebee. He was sitting and just enjoying the flower juice. There is some situation with the lotus flower. To get sunset, the petals are going to be closed, and to get sunrise, petals are open. In the evening, petals were closed after getting sunset, and the elephant saw that lotus flower after drinking the water, and he ate it. He don't know that in the lotus flower, tumblebee was having some good dream, and tumblebee was not completely unknown that his death is following in the form of elephant until sad. The same way, this very beautiful universe is just like a pond, and all kind of happiness is just like a lotus flower, and all we are tumblebee and Kal, death, are this kind of situation. It's just like an elephant. The death can come at any time. It is not known by us. It is completely decided by the God. That's why starting the mantras I chanted, Yad Ayu. Ayu is life has been given by God. And we have to pay thanks to God. And by doing this kind of ritual, we have to pray to God. Please reward the soul of Pushpa ji to go to heaven by having faith. Now we are going to start the rite. So before starting any kind of ritual in our Hindu tradition, we are needed the purification, two kind of purification, external and internal. We believe that by sprinkling the water by chanting the mantras, that is for purification of the body. And soul has already been departed from the body, but we believe that the soul is around here. Regarding our scriptures, the soul is going to be complete, good to take the right place on 13th day after doing the Therapy, which is the 13th day ritual after the death. So we are going to purify the body and the soul. Om Avavitraha Avavitruva Sarvavasthandro Vivaya Suri Pundari Gajasavaya Bhyandara Sujihe Pavitri Sto Vaishnavyo Samudraha Chidrena Pavitrena Surya Sarasvimehe Tasya Pavitra Pade Pavitra Putasya Kamaham Vetakshakeyam Hari Om. Om Keswaya Namaha Narayana Namaha Madhavaya Namaha. Om Sri Vishnu
Namaha, Parabrahmane Namaha, Paramatmane Namaha. We start this ritual by offering the pinda. It is called as a pinda, which is made by the rice flour and the black sesame seeds. Black sesame seeds is representing to the Yama Devata, who is the immediate god after father taking the soul from the body at the death time. And rice flour is just like a god and Vishnu and all the god and goddess. Body is made by 5 elements, everybody know that. Earth, space, fire, air and water. Under the head, our body is the earth, mind and head the space, digestion system is the fire, oxygen is the air. Everybody having the plenty of water in their body. That is the 5 elements. If we cut first letter of each element in Sanskrit and Hindi and combined at one place, बनता क्या है? Earth, भूमि, first letter bha, space, gagan, first letter ga, air, vayu, first letter va, fire, agni, first letter a, bha, ga, va, and water, neer, first letter na. It comes as Bhagwan. So who is controller of our life and body? That is called as Bhagwan. That's why whenever we are having a hard time or challenge in our life, always we are asking, when all the doors are closed in our life to come out from the problems and challenges and the issues, then we go to God and asking, Hey Bhagwan, Raksha karo, Hey Bhagwan, Kalyan karo. So at this time, by offering this 5 pinda, we are asking to God, please take the soul to go to heaven. So, Om Sri Vishnuve Namaha, Parabrahmane Namaha, Paramatmane Namaha, Om Vishnu, Vishnu, Vishnu Namaha, Prana Vishnuve Vishnurak, Pravartamanadya, Sri Brahman Dudi Brabhe, Sri Shwed Barahakalve Vaivaswat Vanvandre, Stavis, the Vekas Gego Pratham Charane, Kraunchad Dive, Indra Kri Mahamangal Patmasa, Mase, Pavitramase, Srimati Pushpa Sehgal Nam Des, Tasya Bhartaya, Hashwargiya, Pawan Kumar Sehgal Nam Desya, Tasya Shuputraha, Naresh Nam Des, Tasya Bharya, Sunita Nam Desya, Shuputraha Desh Nam Desya, Gauri Nam Desya, Garima Nam Desya, Tatha Jo Umesh Nam Desya, Meenakshi Nam Desya, Tatha Jo Shuputra, Shiva Nam Desya, Unta Parth Nam Desya, Kalyanatha Sarvavadha Prasamnaya Rishna Sarthanam Gamna Siddhyarthaya, Aprapt Lakshmi Praptyarthaya, Prapt Lakshmi Achirkala Sanrakshati Siddhyarthaya, Putra Putraya Sandade Ravichnaya Vridhyarthaya Jai Ruki Janman Janmandreva Sakal Dhrutuk Samnathaya the Pavitra Divase. Repeat it please. Om Adya Pavitra Divase Prabhu Charan Kripa Prasadat Mama Mata Sri Swargiya Pushpa Sehgal Nam Dheyasya Atmayaha Shanti Prapti Arthaya Uttam Loka Daiva Loka Vaikuntha Loka Swarga Loka Nimasaya Anteshti Sanskara Punyakale Idam Panchapinda Pradhanam Karishye. Means on this occasion we are offering the 5 pindas and inviting the particular god Yam Devata. Yam Devata, who is holding the soul up to 3 days and after the death, and then he is forwarding that soul to Chitragupta after the 3 days. Chitragupta, who is having all account of our good or bad karmas. After the calculation of our karmas, then he is forwarding that soul to Dharmaraj, who is the secretary of God, on the 10th days. 10th days, on that day we are doing the Sraddha, Tarpan, Dan and Punya. And then he is holding 3 days that soul. On the 13th days, if God is accepting the recommendations of the secretary, then soul is going to reach at the proper place, that is called Swargalok, that is called heaven. So to reach that place, we are asking to all God and Godhead to bless the soul to reach at there. So please take one on the right side. Om Sri Vishnuve Namaha, Parabrahmane Namaha, Paramatmane Namaha. Om Sahasasirasha Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasrabhada Shabhamivum Sarvata Surdvada Tishkadashangulam. So through the mantras we ask to God, please be here. It will be really very nice to accept our prayer. And when any guest comes at our home, we are welcoming to them by saying hi, hello, namaskar, or something like that. To Yam Devata, Chitragupta, Dharmaraj, and other god and goddess, you are going to do the namaskar by sprinkling water on the pindas. Just sprinkle water on the five pindas. Om Sadhirasha Pursha Sahasraksha Sahasravada Shabham Sarvasrutwada Tishtadrishangalam Purushayvim Sarvam Yadbhutamid Bhagyam Avlam Tatvashesha Noyadani Nadirohadi Eda Vanashmahima Bujjaya Purusha Padush Vishwabhutani Trivadasya Amritan Divi Trivadurdale Purusha Padush Shiha Bhautpunaha Tadush Vikramat Sasana Nasniyave Tadu Viradaya Viraju ततो विराट जाति विराजो अधिपुरुषः शजातो अतिरिच्य तत्पश्चात् भूमिमतो पुरः हरि ओम गन्धद्वारां दुरादर्शां नित्यपुष्टाङ्गरीषणीं ईश्वरीं सर्वभूतानां तामिहो भावये श्रियम् अग्निं स्तम्भस्तां गन्धस्तेसेति मदाय मदोरसो अच्युतः हरि ओम भगवता प्रीयन्तान्नमं तत्पश्चात् अक्षराश्च सुरश्रेष्ठा कुङ्कुमाक्ता निवेदिता मया निवेदिता भक्तिगृहाण श्री परमेश्वरः अक्षतांच प्रतिगृह्यताम् अक्षताश्च सुरश्रेष्ठा कुङ्कुमाक्ता निवेदिता मया निवेदिता भक्तिगृहाण श्री परमेश्वरः अक्षतांच प्रतिगृह्यताम् हरि ओम. Black sesame seeds was for the Yamadevata and sandal powder was for the all god and goddess. ओम भूर्भुवः श्री विष्णुवे नमः परब्रह्मणे नमः परमात्मने नमः. तत्पश्चात् माल्यादीनि सुगन्धीनि मालित्यादीनि वै प्रभो माल्यादीनि सुगन्धीनि मालित्यादीनि वै प्रभो मया हृतानि पुष्पाणि गृह्यतां परमेश्वरः. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः भगवतः प्रीयन्तान्नं तत्पश्चात् नमः संभवाय च मयो भवाय च नमः शंकराय च वयस्कराय नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमस्ते रुद्रमन्योदूत ईश्वे नमः बाहुभ्यां उतते नमः हरि ओम. ओम रुद्राय नमः शंकराय नमः माहेश्वराय नमः त्रिकालाग्निकालस्वरूपाय नमः नीलकंठाय नमः शशिशेखराय नमः चंद्रोद्भासिताय नमः शशांकाय नमः शशांकाय नमः जटाजूढ़धारिणे नमः नागयज्ञोपवीतने नमः नागेन्द्रहाराय नमः नागनाथाय नमः देवाधिदेवाय नमः परम देवाय नमः महादेवाय नमः भवभयहराय नमः भैरवपूजिताय नमः श्रीरामार्चिताय नमः अस्मशानेषुवासाय नमः अस्मशानेषुवासाय नमः चिताभस्मधारिणे नमः चिताभस्मधारिणे नमः. Chita, Lord Shiva is the immediate god of the health and the life. That's why at the life-threatening time we are going to chant the Mahamrityunjaya mantra. Mahamrityunjaya mantra, it can be blessed, God, Shiva can bless to have life up to 100 years. That's called Jivema Saradaha Satam. 100 years are little bit plus, not Ajar and Amar, because nobody is Ajar and Amar. One day everybody has to leave the earth, leave the universe, and leave the body. So we are asking at this time, कि भगवान शिव, Lord Shiva is always living on in the Kasi Banaras, where the people are going to get the shower, and we believe that those who are getting chance to get the shower in the river Ganga in the Kasi, then they are getting the moksha. So we are asking to Lord Shiva, please create the same situations to give eternity to the soul of the Pushpaji. That's why we did the namaskar again and again and again. When we are doing the namaskar again and again, then at the same time we are offering the Ganga Jal. Ganga Jal, of course, I think my dear brother was just mentioning about the holy water, Amrit. It's called Amrit. कहते जाकर नाम मरत मुख आवा अधम हो ही मुकुट श्रुत गावा. At the last breathing time, यदि if we are able to take the name of God, Sur Nar Muni Shab Kaya Hariti, Devata and Nar like us, Muni, those who are worshipping hard by going to cave of the jungle, even though they are not able to take the name of God at the last breathing time. That's why in our life we are trying to go to Haridwar, Kashi, Banaras, pilgrims, Mansarovar, or Amarnath, and various places to ask to God if we did any mistake. Because of that, after the death, our soul might not reach at the destination in the heaven. Oh God, please forgive us, and forgive us. That's why we are offering the Ganga Jal. Say Om Apohistha Mayo Bhuvaha Tana Bultana Urje Dadhatana. And when we are offering the Ganga Jal, then God is saying that's not a problem. God wanted to ensure the rest of the family that you guys should not worry. And it's my duty to take care of the soul in the heaven, and soul is definitely going to enjoy her or his life with the friendship of the other god and goddess who is there in the heaven. And like a rose looks very beautiful flower and having nice smells. The same way the soul will definitely enjoy in the heaven. That's why we offer the rose water. Say Om Apohistha Mayo Bhuvaha Tana Urje Dadhatana Maheranaya Chakshase Yovaha Shiva Tamorasaha Tasya Bhadete Hana Ustiru Matra Tasma Arangamam Vayasikshaya Jinotha Apojanayatha Chanaha Hariyom. So in our life, we wanted to enjoy our life by having good enough prosperity. The same way God wanted to ensure to rest of the family members that nothing to worry. The soul is definitely going to have to enjoy over there by having everything generally, whatever they are required. That's why we are offering the honey. Om Madhuvakaritaye Madhuksharant Sindhavaha Madhvir Gavo Bhuntunaha Madhunaktamutu Sundhamano Vanaspatir Madhuma Asta Shurye Shantagvang Shamahiram Om Bhurvashvaha Madhuna Snatayami Tatpaschata. We offer the Tulsi Dal. Tulsi Dal is represented to all goddess because mother is carrying a lot to baby, and we believe that all goddess like Saraswati, Lakshmi, Durga and other goddess will be there to take care of the soul in the heaven. That's why we offer the Tulsi Dal. At the same time we offer the small piece of the gold. Om Hiranyagarbha Samavartat Agre Bhutasya Jataha Patireka Rasita Harihi Om. So, we believe that by giving this kind of service, God feels very much happy, and then the soul is going to heaven on the chariot with the God and Goddess, which is chariot is made by gold. They feel very much comfortable, very nice. That's why we offer the gold at this time. Om Bhurvasva Sri Vishnuve Namaha Parabrahmane Namaha Paramatmane Namaha Tatpaschata Vanaspatira Sodbhuto Gandhadhyo Gandhoto. Om Vanaspatira Sodbhuto भाग्नो गन्धोत्तमः आघ्रेयः सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम् ब्राह्मणोश्च मग्मासीत् बाहुराजन्यहन्तः ऊरु तदस्य वैश्यावति भाग्वं शूद्रो अजायत हरि ओम सूर्यो देवता चंद्रमा देवता वसो देवता रुद्रा देवता आदित्य देवता मरुतो देवतेन्द्रो देवता वरुणो देवता ओम
Make a round of basket by showing the other. Yes.
ओम सूर्यो देवता चंद्रमा देवता वसो देवता रुद्रा देवता आदित्य देवता मरुतो देवतेन्द्रो देवता वरुणो देवता ओम सद्यो जातम
Just fix somewhere in the corner. Other. Can fix it somewhere.
हरि ओम सूर्यो देवता चंद्रमा देवता वसो देवता रुद्रा देवता आदित्य देवता मरुतो देवतेन्द्रो देवता वरुणो देवता हरि ओम
Just both of together. And make a round by showing the Deepak. Just
ओम सूर्यो देवता चंद्रमा देवता वसो देवता रुद्रा देवता आदित्य देवता मरुतो देवता देवतेन्द्रो देवता वरुणो देवता ओम सद्यो जातं प्रपद्यामि सद्यो जाताय वै नमो नमः भवे भवेनादि भवे भवेद्भवाय नमः वामदेवाय नमः ज्येष्ठाय नमः श्रेष्ठाय नमः कालाय नमः कलविकरणाय नमः बलाय नमः बलप्रमथनाय नमः सर्वभूतदमनाय नमो मनोन्मथाय नमः हरि ओम तत्पश्चात्
to get this kind of service again, God wanted to show to the rest of the family members that the Suryo Devata, Chandrama Devata, the soul will be definitely always in the light. Light means happiness. Light is the symbol of the happiness. So the soul is never going to be in the dark situation. Dark situation means that he will not have any kind of challenges, issues, and the problems in the heaven. That's why we light Deepak at this time.
ओम भूर्भुवः श्री विष्णुवे नमः परब्रह्मणे नमः परमात्मने नमः
So time is coming soon to immerse the body in the fire, with the fire, and soul has already departed from the body, and within short time the body is also going to be merged with the fire. The memories will be always there with this family. That is never going to be end. So that's why we are offering the red thread in sweet memories whatever she has passed with her life, with the children, other family members, friends, and in the society, may remain with this family and with everyone. That's why we offer the red sutra.
ओम यत् पुरुषं व्यदधूकति धात्वे कल्पयन् मुखं किमस्यासीत् किं बाहो किमूरो पादात् उच्येते हरि ओम
At this time there is one small havan which is called as a preta yajna. There are two kinds of yajna. One is the preta yajna and other one is the daiva yajna. At a recent time the havan is called as a preta yajna. Preta, everybody said, some people know that in Hanuman Chalisa there is one line, Bhoot Pisach Nikat Nahi Aave Mahadev Sab Naam Sunaave. Means if the soul is not at the proper place, then it is going to be somewhere by having the body of the Bhoot and Preta and Pisach, something like that. That's why we believe that by doing this kind of Preta Yajna, the soul is never going to be in the form of the Preta, Bhoot or Pisach. To come out from that situation, we are doing the Preta Yajna. And on 13th day, we have to do the, whenever possible, we have to do the proper Terahvi Sanskar. So, abhi hum log Preta Yajna karenge.
Terahvi in India. It's not very okay.
ओम श्री विष्णुवे नमः परब्रह्मणे नमः परमात्मने नमः ओम ऋचुं वादं प्रपद्ये मनोयजुः प्रपद्ये चक्षुः श्रोत्रं प्रपद्ये वागुजोसो समे प्राणापानमेन मे हृदयं चक्षुषो बृहस्पतिर्मे तद्दधातु भुवनश्रेयस्पतिः भूर्भुवः स्वः कया नश्चित्र आहुरोति सदा वरदा सकल कया सचिष्ठया वरदा त्या सेविषन् त्या स्तोत्रव आवर इन्द्रो विश्वस्य राजते शन्नो अस्विपदे शञ्चतुष्पदे शन्नो मित्रः संवरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो विष्णुरुक्रमः शन्नो वातः पवताग्निः शन्न सपतु सूर्यः शन्नः कृत्रिदेवः पर्जन्यो अभिवर्षतु हरिः ओम्। ओम लोमभ्यः स्वाहा त्वचे स्वाहा मेदोभ्यः स्वाहा मागुंसीभ्यः स्वाहा स्नावभ्यः स्वाहा अस्थभ्यः स्वाहा मज्जभ्यः स्वाहा रेतसे स्वाहा वायवे स्वाहा आयासाय स्वाहा प्रयासाय स्वाहा व्यासाय स्वाहा सोचरे स्वाहा सोचमाय स्वाहा शोकाय स्वाहा तप्यते स्वाहा तप्यमानाय स्वाहा घर्व्याय स्वाहा निष्कृत्यै स्वाहा प्रायश्चित्यै स्वाहा हरिः ओम लोमभ्यः स्वाहा त्वचे स्वाहा मेदोभ्यः स्वाहा माग्वंसेभ्यः स्वाहा स्नावभ्यः स्वाहा अस्थभ्यः स्वाहा मज्जभ्यः स्वाहा रेतसे स्वाहा वायवे स्वाहा आयासाय स्वाहा प्रयासाय स्वाहा व्यासाय स्वाहा सोचरे स्वाहा सोचाय स्वाहा शोचमानाय स्वाहा शोकाय स्वाहा तप्यते स्वाहा तप्यमानाय स्वाहा घर्व्याय स्वाहा निष्कृत्यै स्वाहा प्रायश्चित्यै स्वाहा। So lomabhya swaha tvache swaha. Tvacha means skins. Skins, just behind the skins, everybody knows that bone, muscles, and blood, a lot of things are there. And we are caring a lot about our body. We don't get a chance to take care of our soul. How it could be possible? By chanting the mantras and doing the ritual as per our Hindu tradition. Sometimes abhishek, sometimes havan, sometimes dan, sometimes punya, or something like that. Or chanting the Gayatri mantra, or any kind of mantra. A lot of things are there in our Vedas mentioned. Prayaschitte swaha. By doing this kind of yajna, we are asking to God, in case if the Pushpaji did something wrong in her life, because being human, everybody is doing something wrong. Only God can justify that who is right, who is wrong. Till we are not discussing to our family members, wife, husband, children, or family friends, nobody can see that what is going on in our mind, what we are doing wrong, or good things. We are asking God, please forgive her and bless to the soul of Pushpaji to reach at heaven. That's what the mantras. Om Bhurgva Swasri Vishme Namaha Parambrahmane Namaha Paramatmane Namaha. Come this side, please. So, please, you have to keep on your foot this way and take the flower. Holding the left hand. Left hand. Okay, water is convenient for you. So dip in the water, sprinkle behind you, and you have to take 3 rounds of the basket. Yes, like this. Om Rijam Vajam Prapatti Manuyeduhu Prapatti Chakshuhu Srotram Prapatti Bhagavato Sojamit Pranavano Yanme Hridayam Chakshuso Brihaspati Me Tadadhatu. Little bit. Yadadhatu Rijam Vajam Prapatti Manuyeduhu Prapatti Chakshuhu Srotram Prapatti Bhagavato Sojamit Pranavano Yanme Hridayam Chakshuso Brihaspati Me Tadadhatu. Bhunasya Yaspatihi Bhurvah Swaha Kaya Nachitra Abhuvadoti Sadavadasaka Kaya Sachishthayavada Kya Tabrunushe Vishan Kya Stodriva Avar Indro Viswasrajade शन्नो अद्युपदे शञ्चतुष्पदे शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो विष्णुरुक्रमः शन्नो वातः पौताग्वं शन्नस्तपत सूर्यः शन्नः कनिक्रदेवः पर्जन्यो अभिवर्षतो अहानि शम्भवन्नुनः शग्वं रात्रिः प्रतिधीयताम् सन्न इन्द्राग्नि भवतामोभिः सन्न इन्द्रा पुष्पा सदो समिन्द्रा सोमाय सुविधाय संयोः हरिः ओम्। So, we have to say that before the cremations, they are taking those who are doing this ritual, they are making 3 rounds of the casket and by holding the mud khada, like a clay pot, and putting the water behind that for making the barrier. Barrier means the soul has to reach at the heaven, which cannot come in again to take the rebirth anything, because there is not any differences of for the soul in a human life or animal's life or someone else, because all the souls are hungry, getting food, enjoying their life in their own way. So that is called Chaurasi Lakh Yoni. We believe that by making this kind of barrier, the soul is not coming back to have any body like human body or anything else, whatever God is going to decide. So that was the reason. That's it. All immediate family members can come forward, please. All immediate family members. ओम श्रीर्वक्षस्मायुष्यमारोग्यमाविदाक्षोभमानं महीयते धान्यं धनं यशं बहुपुत्रलाभं पौत्रलाभं सत्संवत्सरं दीर्घमायुः हरिः ओम्। This sandalwood. Earlier, the chitta means the cremating the body, that was made by the sandalwood. So in nowadays, we don't get a chance, just one small piece of the sandalwood is going to represent the same thing, whatever the part of the ritual. So just keep it inside. Come this way, please. Everyone. So close your eyes, please. Repeat it, please. Om अपराध सहस्राणि क्रियन्ते आहरनिशं मया दाशोऽयम् इति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व परमेश्वर क्षमस्व जगदीश्वर. We are asking to God, in case if we did any mistake during this ceremony, please forgive us. At the same time, all of you immediate family members are asking to God, in case Pushpa ji did anything wrong in her life, because of that her soul is not reaching at proper place, oh God, please forgive her. And all of you are asking to your mother Pushpa ji, when she was alive and she was around with you guys, then if she got hurted by someone from the family members, sometimes it's happened. Parents or family members are expecting something from us. If it is not fulfilling their wishes or needs, then they feel hurt. And they are not saying anything, but they feel something wrong. So in case that kind of things happen, oh mother, please forgive us. So just offer the flower, please. So please stand up, everybody. And close your hand and repeat it, please. बोलिए ओम आत्म शांति परम शांति शान्तिश्च प्रतिपादयेत एवं ध्यात्वा महाविष्णुः स्वर्गलोकं गतस्तदा वैकुण्ठलोकं गतस्तदा दैवलोकं गतस्तदा ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ओम्. Vaikunthalokam, Swargalokam means heaven. This is time for saying finally bye-bye to Pushpaji. And we pray to God a 13th day journey which has been decided by the God, as she has to pass very nicely and she should not have any kind of hard time during the 13th day journey to reach to God. So now everybody can come forward one by one, just take a little flower and offer just to pay last respect. हरिः ओं. सहस्रशीर्षः पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपाद सभूमिं सरतस्वत्वादातिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलम् पुरुषैवेदं सर्वं यद्भूतं यद्भाव्यम् उदाहृतत्वस्यैशानो यदन्येनादिरोहते एतावानस्य महिमादोज्याय च पुरुषः पादोस्य विश्वाभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवि त्रिपादोर्दै पुरुषः पादोष्या भवत् पुनः तदोष्यं व्यक्रामत्साधनासने अवे तदो विराजदाय विराजो अधिपुरुषः सजातो अत्रिच्च तत्पश्चात् भूमिमथो पुरः तस्माद्ज्ञात् सर्वभूतरिचः श्यामानि जिगिरे छन्दाग्वंशि यज्ञिरे तस्माद्यजिस्तस्मादजायत तस्मादश्वाजायन्दये कीचो भयादतः गावो हरिगिरे तस्माज्जाता अजावयः काम्यद्यम्बरे रक्षन् मुरुजञ्जालमृतः तेन देवाय नन्दसाध्यारिषयश्चये यत्पुरुषं व्यदधो कदिधाव्यकल्पयन् मुखं यमस्यासीत् किं बाहु किमूरु पादा उच्यते ब्राह्मणोश्च ममासेत् बाहुराजन्यः गतः ऊरू तदस्यर्वैश्यावतिभाग्वं शूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमा मनसो जातश्चक्षुः सूर्यो अजायत श्रोत्रात् वायुश्च प्राणश्च मुखात् निर्जायत नाभ्या आसीदन्तरिक्षग्वंशिष्टो द्यौः समो वर्तत पद्भ्यां भूमृदिशः श्रोत्रात् तथा रोगान् न कलवयन् यत्पुरुषेण हविषा देवा यज्ञमतन्वता वसन्तोष्यासीदाज्यङ्गी सिंहः सरद्धभिः सप्तास्याः सन्पृथत्रे शतसमधकृताः देवा यद्दिग्यन्तन्वाना अपतनन् पुरुषं वसुम् यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्तदेवास्तान्ध्रमाणि वर्तमान्यासन् तेहनागं महिमानः सदन्ति यत्र पूर्वे साध्याः सन्ति देवाः अद्भ्यः सम्प्रदः पृथिव्यैरसाश्च विश्वकर्मणः समवर्तताग्रे तस्य त्वष्टाभिदधरूपमेने तन्मर्त्यस्य देवत्वमानानमग्रे वेदाहमेहं पुरुषं महन्नमादित्यवर्णनं सा प्रस्ताद तमेव विदित्वात् मृद्वेति नान्यः वन्दाः विदते यनाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तर्जायमानो बहुधाभिजायते तस्य योनिं परिप्रसन्धीरास्तस्मिन् हिस्तस्थुर्भुवनानि विश्वा यो देवेभ्य आदपति यो देवानां पुरोहितः पूर्वो यो देवेभ्यो जातो नुमूर्चाय ब्राह्मये ऋचं रामं जयन्तो देवा अग्रे तदब्रुवन् यस्त्वैवं ब्राह्मणो विद्यात् तस्य देवा असन्वसे श्रीश्च ते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्यो वोः रात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपमश्नो व्याप्तम् इष्टन्दिकाणं मयिकाण सर्वलोकं मयिकाण हरि ओम. Take the flower. Immediate family members, take the flower, please. All family members, come. Close your hand with the flower, please. Repeat it, please. Om yato yataha samihase tato no abhayam kuru sannaha kuru prajabhyo abhayam naha pashubhyaha. Yes, you are asking to your mother. All we are here because of you only. You gave us birth and you raised very nicely. You might be hard for taking care of us, and all we are in great loan. And please bless us. Whatever the dream you were having in your life to fulfill, we can try to fulfill all your wishes, so that we can be blessed from you wherever you are residing. So our family members, our next generations will be always blessed. So that's our last prayer at this time. And now we don't have any options other than that. We have to say bye-bye. So please offer that. And do the namaskar, which we want to do that. Close the casket now. Take it. Yeah. Om Richam Vajam Prabhade Manoyajoho Prabhade Chakshoho Srotram Prabhade Vagojajo Me Pranamano Yaname Hridayam Chakshuso Brihaspatra Tattadhatu Harihi Om.
I want to see remember.
Sit down and just put the shoulder. Just touch the shoulder. Sit down. Beta, sit down. Give your shoulder, touch the shoulder in the corner. Immediate 4 family members can come forward. If anybody else wanted to do the kantha, they can come. Just touch the shoulder only. Om yato yata samihate tato no abhayam kuru. Just lift. Don't lift it.
Don't lift it.
Touch it and just drop it here. Yeah. Touch it and leave it here only. Don't move it. Om Bhurgva Shastri Vishme Namaha Parabrahmane Namaha Paramatmane Namaha Harihi Om. So somebody has to carry this fire.
I'll do that.
Please hold it very properly, nicely. And take some wood in case it is turning off. And somebody can carry this. And the fire and people will go front. And then behind that, the pastor will go over there. And everybody can just follow.
Yeah. All right. Let's say goodbye to her.
Now I shall hold with you.
No, that's
I'm going front.
yeah.
I'm going to sprinkle water in front, and then everybody can follow, and everybody has to say Ram Naam Satya Hai. 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 So please sprinkle water inside. Ram Naam Satya. This is only universal truth that we had to accept.
Sir, can I see her once more, please? Can I see her?
Yeah, come on this side, Umesh.
Yeah, can I see her?
Come on this side. Take a peek.
It's good to invite it, please. Open.
Mike?
Om Abohishta Mayo Bhuvaha Tana Urje Dadhatana Mahiranaya Chakshase Namaha Shambhavaya Cha Mayo Bhavaya Cha Namaha Shankaraya Cha. Put the flower inside. Put the flower inside. Yes. Flower in the round. That's it. So we have to keep this fire on the top of it while this is going inside.
So, you ready to go?
Yes.
All right. This is it?
We'll put it in.
Okay.
अग्निनय सुपथा राये अश्वान अग्निर्देवता वातो देवता सूर्यो देवता चंद्रमा देवता चंद्रमा देवता बोलो चंद्रमा देवता। इस अग्नि नय सुपथा, सुपथा मीन्स सुंदर रास्ते से अग्नि देवता आए और ये रियल फायर जो हॉली फायर माना जाएगा, ये अग्नि देवता इसको स्वीकार करें। गॉड हैज एक्सेप्टेड। Take care of the body which is made by 5 elements, and this is the truth, and we have to say namaskar to Agni Devata. Close everybody hand, close your hand please. Say Om Agnir Devata, Vato Devata, Suryo Devata, Chandrama Devata, Vasavo Devata. ओम सद्योजातं प्रपद्यामि सद्योजाताय वै नमो नमः। भवे भवेनाति भवे भवेद्भवाय नमः। वामदेवाय नमः। ज्येष्ठाय नमः। श्रेष्ठाय नमः। नमः संभवाय च भयोभवाय च नमः शंकराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। Please, Lord Shiva, please take care of everything, body and
Do you want me to shut the song on? No.
So, as per our Hindu tradition, after this kind of ritual, we have to take the shower. That's why people were going to the bank of river or well to get shower. In nowadays, because of some circumstances, sometimes it's not possible. So to fulfill that kind of thing, I'm going to sprinkle holy water Ganga Jal on all of it. Om Apohisthamayo Bhuvaha Tanu Urje Dadhatana Mahirnaya Chakshase Yo Vahasivutamo Rasaha Tasya Bhajayate Hanaha Ustiriva Mataraha Tasma Arangamamuvaha Yasya Kshayaya Jinvataha Apo Jana Yatha Janaha Suddhavalaha Sarva Suddhavalo Manivalasta Sunaha Shetakshorudaste Rudraya Vasupate Karnalipta Rudra Nabho Rupaha Parjanyaha Om Shantihi 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 Nabho Rupaha Parjanyaha. The blessing of shower of the blessing of God at this time for taking care of the soul of the Pushpaji. At the same time, God wanted to bless to all family members to bear this kind of pain. It's very, very hard, but we have to accept it. We have taken the prayer. Namaskar.
Right.
Come on, Ramesh.
Yeah, thank you, Bhaiya. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Bhaiya. Ah, right, right. Thank you, sir.
You are a great son. Great son. Remember the everything.
Remember the positives.
So believe the rituals. I know rituals.
You remember the tree.
You go home now? Yeah, I think you to go.
Naresh. Namaskar. बंद करूं क्या करना है?
Okay.
How do you do it?
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining. We are closing it now.